So we will have three classes, one for the customers, one for the appointments, and one for the repair types. Let's start with the repair types because that one will be only used in a single drop-down that will be used in order to modify or add new appointment. So I'll right click and add a new class, and I'll call it repair types. And here we will only need a single property that will list the items from the repair types table. In order to do that, we need to of course have an object for the adapter. So we need to bring in the repair service dataset adapter. So let's create a private variable for that. I'll just call it adapter. And it's going to be a new type of repair services dataset table adapters. And the one we want is the repair types table adapter, since this is for the repair types class. And now we can create a data table from it and pass that into a property. And the property is not going to be modified in any way, so we can have it as a read only. So I'll create a public read only property and I'll call it items. And it will return data table. Since this is a read only, it will only have a get, and inside we will have the data table. So I'm going to create a variable called table, which is going to be of type data table. And this one comes from our adapter, and we want the getData method, which is the SQL statement that will simply return all the repair types. And we can sort by default value, and in this case we don't want really sort by ID, but rather by description. So we'll use the table and use the default view and sort it by description. So we'll specify that property. And at the end we of course return the table. So again, we get the repair types data table adapter, which will have an access to the SQL statement that will get all the repair types from the table, and we'll sort it by description and then return the table. And that's all we need for this one class. So next, let's create the customer class.